Morning, good afternoon, and good evening, whenever and wherever you. And welcome back to the beta plan, playing once again Planescape Torment, and I did as I promised. I leveled myself all the way up, and well, some other folks. Yes, indeedy, and that actually also allowed me to, for instance, give Anna, via the use of a lot of dirty red charms, the ability to steal things. Jerking of the Brazen Rogue, and we bought all these rings for her. -6 armor class. By the way, also a bracelet. Not just a ring, but also a bracelet. And yes, also steal 4. 4 from Grace, this body piece, and, well, Norden. I still haven't found his, well, the best lens, I think is the best lens. I still haven't found it. It's a very rare item, I have to admit. But I did find some other good stuff. I sold a lot of rods of Modern Might, as you can see, they're all gone. And I collected at the end 6 or so, and then I just sold it. I can collect an extra portal lens. Sold! And what have you not? And also, well, I have filled my spellbook with all kinds of spells. Finally, we are a true mage, and yes, we have Confusion, we have Force Missiles. We've Null's Eva's Duplication, you already knew this, and Cone of Cold now. We have now Ball of Lightning as well, and we have a very important spell called Friends. Because, well, I also have given myself a tattoo in order to make my charisma standard already 15. But with a casting of Friends, I hope to persuade somebody to, well, let me into Society of Sensation, because now we have a freaking charisma of 23. Yeah, I think we can use that to pass Splinter, but not before we also have a little short conversation with Norden. Because I remember what I had to do in order to improve his crossbows. It all has to do with what the creative director is. But first, I have some orders for him. Now that I have over, I think, about 18 charisma, 17, I think it's 17 charisma. Well, I can also do this one. Norden, I ordered you to listen to me. I have some things I want to say to you. Norden freezes. Awaiting. Talk. I order you to be more than you can be, Norden. I order you to become stronger, faster, and more focused than you've ever been. I know you can do this because I believe you can do it. Norden stares at you in silence. His crossbows have also fallen still. Now repeat the following orders. I am a strong Modron. I am a fast Modron. I am a powerful Modron. My creative director believes in me! I am focused for my director! Come on, repeat it! You can do it! Yeah, it's almost like, at a certain point, a politician here. Or somebody that is, well, shouting at the schools at a dart game. 180! Alright, well, Norden speaks, but his voice no longer carries the metallic wobble you heard before. It is flat, focused, emotionless. I am a strong Modron. I am a fast Modron. I am a powerful Modron. My creative director believes in me. I'm a focused director. Now feel these words, Norden. Become stronger, become faster, become more powerful. Let that energy within you service and use it to make you Norden. Norden continues to stare at you, but you can feel your words taking hold. You can feel just a spark. There's a spark of the energy inside of him. If you can coax it out, bring it to the surface. Come on, Norden. Strength, speed, power, focus. +2 strength, -2 armor class, +1 constitution. 60,000 experience points. Affirmatory. The pupils of Norden's eyes suddenly click and become brilliant white dots like tiny suns. His hands crank raise above his head in a curious flying motion, and then settle back to his sides. When they descend, Norden seems more definite, sharper to your senses somehow. Something's changed. Norden? Order processed. Norden blinks and suddenly settles into himself with a clank. A small wisp of steam rises from one of his vents. His voice seems uncharacteristically deep, like he's speaking from within a huge stove. Then resumes its normal tone. Order processed. Oh, very well, but I have some more things for you that I want to do. I had some questions about the duties of a creative director. And what other duties do I have? And voila! Here is ours. Now, as I already have talked a bit of Nordum in the last episode, I don't want to take it too long. It is already part 2 for 2 episodes of I don't know how many minutes. I don't want to take it out too long, but yes, look at it. You have a lot of things you can do. You can do, for instance, integrity evaluations. And, whoa. When you do this is, well, if you continue to talk about it, how it repeated the word choice and confirmed, echo integrity evaluation. Nature of the multiverse, nature of plane. Limbo compromises Rubicon project. How does the multiverse, Limbo compromise the project? Properties of multiverse, cracks, seals, cracks again, flaws created. Creates portal conduits in space. Frequency, pattern indeterminate. Solution, unknown. Yes, hold on a minute, you can see cracks in the planes? Portals? How?
Updated my journal.
Well, he has an ability to detect portals with any 90% to 90% possibility, and when he comes close, well, and that's not the only thing he can do. He can do wayward item recovery. What did you find on your last trip? Oh, can you give me all that you found? Whoop! There is a lot of stuff. Affirmatory, there's a moment of silence, then the shutter slowly down. In all his eyes, there's a tick-tick-tick inside his frame, followed by a whir. Click. A hatch opens up in Nordum's left side and he reaches over with his free hand and passes off several objects to you, including a stream of copper coins. And you said you evaluated items when you found them? How? Well, there's a sudden ping from Nordum and a clack as his lens house begins to rotate. A smaller panel opens on Nordum's side and a new lens pops out, almost by accident. Nordum glances up at it. Response, alternative lens, magnifying, secure in housing. Well, that is still not the lens that I really want, but also what he can do is the extermination of errors, like that dog evil wizard that should not be around. And he couldn't really stop these constructs by himself, at least without dying. So, well, maybe the director had given you better weapons, and then the crossbows in Nolan's hand begin to clickety cling cling. There we go, and twanging like a pair of strange insects. He listens to them for a moment and glances at you. My crossbows wish to fulfill inquiry, following by 33 pleas for help. Ammunition limited by suggestion of creator. Do you wish to provide new specifications for the items? I don't know, a pyramid-shaped head, except the head splits into 3 when it hits something. Voila. And we have gained special ammunition for Nordum. Now with all the rings that I also bought, and look at his armor class now, -5, -6 for Anna, -7 for Dakon, yes. Mort is no longer the tank, with his only armor class of 0, not ability to get tattoos or rings. Even following Grays is a little lower. But wow, yes, we have now one of the strong.
Permission to part with that item is denied.
Sorry, I just want to reaffirm you that you could have it. Look at his Nordum now. This is about the maximum you can get. There is still this rogue upgrade that I talked about, but that increases dexterity by 2 and lowers strength by 2. But then again, strength is only for melee attacks, and I do think dexterity 19 does confer another... No, that's dexterity 21, I think, that confers another armor class bonus. It goes really weird. It's from 15 to 18 gets an armor class bonus, and then it doesn't give one for a while. We had no one over incredible high dex. So, well, we never can check, but we can bluff probably our way past Splinter.
Concordant opposition.
Sorry to interrupt you there, buddy, but I do want friends to, well, be active as I speak to Splinter. I've had some questions. You told about this man that knew about, Ravel Puzzlewell. But I am a member, Splinter. I simply have not been here for a long while. I've gathered many experiences in my absence, and as many as the scars upon my body. He narrows his eyes, herming as he looks you over. Very well. We shall grant you access to those privileges only to the members of the Society of Sensation, if you can show us what sensations you have gathered recently. Alright, I'm ready. We would ask for 5 sensations then, each pertaining to one of the body's senses, or a single experience which has strong elements of all 5 senses. I have a single experience to contribute then. I woke up not knowing where I was, on a cold, blood-slicked iron slab in the bowels of the mortuary. A place where only the dustmen or the corpses in their care have seen. Go on. My entire body reeked of embalming fluid, but even the smell of that was not enough to match the coppery scent of gore around me. Dozens of bodies lie on countless body slabs like the one I rose from, all in the process of being gutted, flayed, and alike by nightmarish clockwork devices for reasons unknown. The only signs were the squeals of labored metal and the unsteady tread of undead workers as they pushed the slabs about in the mortuary on rusted iron tracks. A disturbing experience. And I even left out the part about the chittering skull that flew at me as soon as I was alright. Will suffice, Splinter. Yes, we welcome you back, Traveler, and grant you access to those privileges allowed only for the members of the Society of Sensation. And with that, we have opened up a whole new avenue of things we can do. Perfect. And we apparently get the XP sound, but I did not see that we gained it. Well, I would like to enter... I want to enter... Alright, now he will allow me immediately the access to the private sensoriums. Lovely. Now the private sensoriums have 3 sensory stones.
Alright.
We are going to read those 3 sensory stones. They are really awesome. So let's do so. The inscription around the base of the sensory stone indicates that it holds the experienced week-long hunting trek across the forest of Arborea. Yes, these are quite long, but some of them are a little bit very special, and therefore I have to, well, show you all of it. You're standing in a circle of white tents deep in the woods somewhere. The trees around you are by far the larger you've ever seen. Suddenly though, there's an odd prickling sensation in the back of your skull. Continue to experience. Your surroundings melt into a colorless smear and then slowly resolve into what looks like the interior of a large grey sphere. Across from you stands a figure almost identical to yourself. His eyes flash in the half-darkness. A mad smile splits his features. I knew you would come. Who are you? Oh, don't you know? Did all those filthy lying Frisbee damn journals tell you who I am? Those journals then were so conveniently left for me when I awoke. Those journals that called me an incarnation. Ha! Burned them all I did. All that I found. So you're one of my earlier incarnations then. He crosses his arms and looks away. If you would put stuck in such trash, yes. What did those lying journals say? They spoke lies, 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 and nothing more. Filth about a man who forgets himself. Other incarnations of preserving their experience in writing so later lives might benefit. Thieves! It's my life. Mine! You want to steal my body, and you won't have it. Oh, where am I? Oh, this? He gestures around him, snickering. Just a little trap, is all. I realize that killing your body thieves might not be enough. I might have to trap you and snare you for eternity. You may have realized by now that there's no way out of the sensory stone. Your mind is locked here. You know that rather sparse surroundings I've left for you? All to help the madness set in good and quick while your flesh rots away. I had some questions then. He chuckles evilly. Your early incarnation crosses his arms and looks away indignantly. Save for a few more tufts of hair over his head, he's identical to you. Even his arms have most of the tattoos yours do. Did you put those tattoos on? No, he looks distraught. That one incarnation, that practical one, did. I've tried to burn them off, but the skin regenerates with the tattoos still on them. I've tried to tear them off, stain them with acid. I hate them. Yes, this is one of our more unreliable, unstable, I would say unstable, not unreliable, unstable incarnations, and well, he's very good at traps. Let's read the tattoos. His eyes grow out. Stop reading me! He tries to cover himself with his arms, turning away from you. Oh, keep reading them. The figure's eyes grow even wider. Stop now, I'm warning you. He turns away from hunting up to cover more of his body. You see on his back the list of tattooed warnings that Mort once read out to you in a mortuary. There is however one line at the bottom that Mort had neglected to read out loud. More or less, if you did not go into your tomb yet, or missed that line for some reason, here once again. And he says, to stop again. Well, I'm just gonna continue reading it. You can feather me, you've recorded memory and operation. I'll just keep reading them until you let me out of here. More or less one of the ways to end the experience. Another way is just to have the willpower to do it. You can try and escape the experience, but nothing comes of it. Your early incarnation doubles over with mocking laughter. Surrender, you'll never escape. You may as well lay down and wait to fade into nothing. I'm the only one who can release you. That will not do. Wait, but I am you. That means I can release myself. No, you can stop. Try to release you yourself by willing it open. And we gain some experience for that. Now we need you, Quell, but we are going to do the other ones as well. This pedestal is called Longing. As you place your hands upon the stone, it swirls ripples beneath your touch. A chill wash over your eyes, like plunging your hands into a mountain stream. As you close your eyes, you blink and reopen them. Your eyes are brimming with tears, and you are overcome with a terrible sensation of drowning. As the sensation rolls through you, there is a stirring in your breast, a hunger, poisonous like a serpent, biting into your heart, until you feel as if your breast will explode. You want desperately to steady yourself, focus, but all that comes to your eyes is tears. You raise your hand to wipe away your tears. Your hands are soft, delicate woman's hands. They brush the stray tears from your cheek, and you cup them in your hand. Each of the tears like jewels shimmering in the lights. The lights are cast by candle globes that drift through your sanctuary. You've come to this place to gather your thoughts, to reflect on the past with an eye towards the future, to cleanse the mind before the coming journey. Yet you cannot concentrate. Your thoughts remain in the present, trapped by the terrible feeling that writes upon your breast. What did he mean? You close your eyes, but his words echo in your mind 100, 1,000 times. Will he ever return? The sound is a whisper, an echo. Only you. Only you. Yet you hesitated at the brink of time's door, and you must have thought you were afraid to go, but you were not. You were afraid to stay, and the fear, the serpent rides in your breast again, its fangs biting into your heart, filling it to bursting it with its poison. The tears come again, running down your cheeks, and streams, his words echoing. Only you. Only you. Your eyes snap open, it's his voice. You whirl and you gasp. He stands, powerful, in the shadows, and he strides into the light of the drifting candled globes. You feel the serpent writhing and dying. He returned. His face stern, but somewhere in those features you can almost see his pleasure at seeing you. After all, he returned for you. Only you can help me, Deonora. But it was wrong for me to ask you for your help. You speak it, Deonora, yet it is you. Grey-skinned like a statue, striding from light. Are you that scarred? Your body looks like it has been bathed in knife blades. The wounds, the tattoo is horrible. Yet you see through Deonora's eyes, and she sees. How can she see you in that way? She puts a cloak over your features. She sees you in such light, such terrible longing. Light for she. How can she feel as such? You feel your vision tearing, doubling until you are the man striding from the light. It is you, but not you. You feel yourself being torn. It is Dianara's experience, but at the same time, it is also yours. And you, what? I ask too much of you to accompany me, Deonora. I have no right to place you in such a danger for my sake. It is your words, but they are a surgeon's words, chosen with cold skill, without a trace of emotion. With every word, you feel yourself sneering inside, knowing what the stricken girl will see next through her long-stained eyes. And who are you, that person? The man twisting her with your words, not knowing how powerful they are to her, like bolts from a ballista piercing her. It's a sees only relief and your return. How? How can she feel and not know you meant to? I've come to ask your forgiveness, Deonora. I shall return to you as soon as I am able. And this is clearly the experience of our practical incarnation, asking Deonora along on the journey that in the end killed her, we know from her father. Your vision tears again, doubling and bleeding until you are facing yourself again, trying desperately to speak, to warn Deonora that this is not a man, but a creature that kills for his own needs. He doesn't care about you, Deonora. You're a tool to him. A tool he needs to. But Deonora speaks. You can't stop her. I would place myself in 1,000 dangers, embrace eternity for you, my love. I am not afraid. Listen to me. I will accompany you through the plains themselves, should you bar. Through the plains themselves, should you bar the way. You feel yourself shattering, relief and satisfaction. His satisfaction at the words knowing she would say them. Always knowing. And her admission of love is like the slamming of a particulars across your heart. Trapped. She is yours, but you must be certain, so you drive the nail home. The way is dangerous. You'll have to be strong. Far stronger than you are now. Swimming through her mind, wave of relief, the end of longing, yet longing for him and his words, not noticing his manipulations. All you need is to be as strong, and this path shall be one with yours. Your thoughts are like fires, for you can be strong, stronger than he knows. You know no fear. You would die for him. I can be strong, my love. I will. Her words slide off of him like water. The serpent in her breast, the one piercing her heart with its poison, has been replaced by this serpent in the flesh. She sees nothing of this, and his next words are planned carefully, so carefully. I can't say if we will succeed, Dayanara, but I'll do my best to protect you. And I will expect nothing less but the same from you. You may be required to make some sacrifices. At that final terrible word, you feel yourself being torn apart. He means her harm. He means you harm, for you are her, and he means to hurt you. Yet you need her to be harmed, and you want to scream at her that she's in danger. Run, Dayanara, for his eyes, and make all things and... Of course, my love. Life is sacrifice. This I have learned. You, she, her, you speak the words and in it you feel yourself dying inside. You're a spectator, and you have watched a woman die. For the words are a death sentence. Yet still she speaks, unheeding, uncaring. I left a legacy in my father's keeping, my love. Ask for the sixth, the third, the K, and the S. In it, I bequeath everything to you. It's not much, but with it, I left.
Updated my journal.
You, him, a wave of irritation washes over you. You clench your teeth to prevent the irritation from crossing your features. Must she always continue to prattle, even when you do not prompt her? Must she... But no. Keep the irritation inside, only a trace slips out. Come now, I cannot die, Dayanara. There's no need for such foolishness. Her, you, she's overcome with fear that revolts you. And the fear wells up inside her. You, as you watch him frown, as you hasten to correct him. He must know the reasons, and know the wisdom behind them, so he's impressed with your planning. Speak before he turns away. Oh, darling. Words can hurt so much. You would need a man that was truer to his words. It's a painful thing to read this Sundry Stone. I know I often act foolish, my love, but you said yourself that you can forget things if you are badly hurt. There are things in Legacy that could help you remember should you forget yourself.
Updated my journal.
You coldly regard her through your eyes, tracing your gaze along her furrowed brow. Wrinkled with worried desperation, she has acted as you expected. And there's something in what she says. Perhaps. Yet I hope nothing in this of Legacy is of value. I do not want you to leave any things here in some safe that could be of some use on your journey. Her illusion is shattered just for a moment. You watch silent as the emotion falls to the ground, sputtering like silver glass. Of some use. Such a casual statement, yet even Dayanara sees, and you hope, just for a moment, you hope that she sees him for what he is. The serpent. The serpent. And your hope dies. As in Dayanara's eyes, the emotion is rebuilt. The slivers being drawn from the ground, the illusion rebuilt, but the slight sliver of pain remains. Thinks you've done something foolish, yet you did it for him. You must make amends, but how? You must convince him the legacy is unimportant, but it isn't. It isn't. It's everything. The legacy, my love, it's just a few help you remember. The sign of the words fall on Dayanara so quick, so sharp you cannot follow its arcing path. A legacy? The things to do, Dayanara, such romantic gestures. No matter. No, you, Dayanara, you've driven her away again, like you did the night before. You feel the serpent stirring again, reborn, curling around your heart. as soft as hisses. Yet he does not hear. Would you wish to leave a legacy, my love? For yourself? Or for anyone you would want to? It might help you remember if you left something for yourself. Or for the ones you loved. The words sight falls again, terrible and swift, yet this tiny illusion holds, and the serpent is cloaked. The serpent is cunning, and shall not reveal itself until it strikes. A legacy for myself? Not likely. The things I would leave for myself would not be safe in some advocate's office, Dianora. But enough of this. I must leave. He is leaving. You must make him remain, and the experience swirls around you. Terrible. The spiraling towards the final scene, the question you. She wants to ask. Don't ask it, Dianora. Don't ask it. Be silent, be silent. My love. Before you go? His anger, his irritation. What now, girl? What now, you mewling banshee? Before I go. It looks like I'm in no danger of that. Come, Dianora. Can these questions wait for the morn? There is much. She's desperate, drowning. Say it, say it, say it. And you, speak it. Do you want me to come with you, my love? The rush of emotion dies in your mind. This is the end. The words you are speaking are the truth, but the truth is not the truth she sees. There are no lies, only cold calculations. Of course he wants you to come with him, Dianora. You understand it clearly too, clearly. He has invested too much in the poor girl to let her go. Of course, Dianora. I would not have asked you with me if I did not want your company. You know how I feel about you. Well, I can tell you something, Practical Incarnations, that is cruel. There's a cold silence in his mind and a hissing of a thought. A response sharp and deathly like a dagger blade. The lie comes swiftly, unburdened by emotion. I love you, Dianora. And you want to scream as you feel a lie wash over her like a radiance, but it is the shadow of truth, a serpent's kiss, and he means you harm, and she can't see you want to call out, but she is crying with joy, even as. Cry with joy, with frustration, with joy, with despair. The emotion washes over you, like you are drowning. Drowning, and you speak. You long to speak, but you cannot. And you scream as you tear your hands from the stone, bloody tears rushing from your eyes, running streams down your arms, your hands to coat the stone. Blood. Her blood. And you cannot warn her, and you can't stop crying. And suddenly Fall from Grace is there, and her touch is gentle like silk, as she brushes the tears from your eyes. Even as you feel the screams welling up within you, she you, cradling your face for your bloody tears. I can't bear it. I couldn't stop her, I wanted to. But I couldn't do anything. Fall from Grace looks into your eyes, and she nods sadly in understanding. And that is the nature of longing. The desire for that which you cannot change or possess. She studies you, withdrawing her hand, now soaked in your blood. Will you be alright? Yes. Yes, I need but a moment. Very well. Fall from Grace steps back. We'll continue when you're ready. As much as you want to hurl the memory of your experience from you, fast, because you know it's important to remember it. It was you in that experience. It was Dianora's experience, but because it was you, your memories flooded you, and you could feel the both sides at once. Who were you? Who was that shade of you? And here we have one of the best stories in the game. I say I thank you for watching, and remember, great peril yields great beauty.